Oh, that's my. Oh, look at this
Oh, I
desert.
love this. Oh my God, I love this start so much.
Oh,
I
I
love
mean, we
this
know what
start.
Molly does, right?
Yeah.
And
Molly does amazing things. That's what Molly does.
so, what is your take on Molly in general? Like, if considering you're getting the best start, like, can you talk
Yeah.
to their abilities and traits?
Molly, oh my God. Molly is the first Civ. Molly is the reason I play like I do in Civ 6.
Really?
I played one Molly game, and almost immediately I was like, why am I building anything? Because I was creating so much money and everything was just so much cheaper. Molly is so monstrous great with their commercial hub lowering the cost of stuff, and the adjacency on it just being so easy. If you have a river, you can like a river is all you need because you go holy site, you go commercial hub, and you got +5. Like,
And we have two rivers here.
yeah, exactly. It's
And the
so
rivers are running through the desert. And
yeah.
look at that. There's actually
It's
another.
great. It's
Holy
amazing. It's so good. This is give me a
uh,
victory, I will sub 200. There is no victory I can't sub 200 because let me just tell you right now, you're getting desert folklore.
well, where do you
100%.
want me to move the warrior in this case? Should I step on the dice or go up here?
Go dies because it's the only thing that matters.
Ah, and that's a lake. And there is
Yeah,
more
cuz
desert.
cuz I saw the edge of that lake the second that this map popped up
Uh huh. Uh huh.
because because that's how I look when I look at maps. I look at the edge and I could see that it was either coast or lake. And now why I say that's the only thing that matters is I move one step to the right and settle. Because
You
like
mean this
one,
grassland tile?
yeah, oh yeah, it's great. Because you got 3 desert tiles around you.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
look at
so
oh, it's
much
so
desert.
beautiful. It is so absolutely beautiful.
This is insane.
This is a 10 out of 10 Molly start because your population is going to explode. The only reason why this is bad is you have too many hills, which is a dumb thing because your population is going to cap at 5, but you're going to reach it so quick. Look, you're growing in 3 turns. And there's no way to create housing on this. Like the floodplains you'll eventually get to. But like if there was some flat tiles, but you have Molly, you
Wait,
have
like
guaranteed getting desert
remind me
folklore.
what city centers gain one faith, one food for every adjacent.
Yes,
Oh, that's okay.
but you have
Well,
guaranteed
let me
desert
ask you a
folklore.
question. So we settled here, right?
Yeah,
Instead of, for example, I would even consider moving all the way to make my city state center even
stronger.
stronger,
Yes,
right?
yeah, it's infinitely stronger there. Yes,
Well, not infinitely because we only get 4 tiles instead of just 3, right?
yeah,
So it's not that much better. And I'm further away from all the chops.
yeah,
I'm now not in reach of dice at all.
yeah.
So that seems to be like a weaker. Definitely looks like a
It's way weaker.
weaker.
It's short term versus long term.
Uh huh.
For food, for faith at the beginning is way better. Like if you could do that turn 1 and it didn't change anything, yeah, I'm taking 4 over 3 every single time. If
But this would be
uh
turn 2, right? If
Yeah,
we moved all the
exactly.
way. Hmm.
Um, Molly is the perfect example of a Civ that you can lose with.
Well, let
Uh,
me ask you this. I mean,
no,
if you
no. The answer to your question is
oh,
no.
wait,
6-6 is absolutely worthless because
well,
you have nothing to work.
but it's 6-6.
But you have nothing to work. You have 0 production. Like, and I know that like Molly already has no production. And I know I say production
Exactly.
doesn't super matter, but you literally have 0 production. But now, like I was saying, like
Wait,
if
but it
it's
looks so good though. Plus
yeah,
6 faith and
well, yeah, but what are you gonna do with it?
right, right. No, I get it. I
Like
get it. I get it.
because you still have to build a holy site, you still have to build a commercial
Hmm.
hub to use that faith. You still have to get a golden age, And I'll be honest, you're not getting that golden age if it takes you 15 turns to get your first scout. Because pull up right now, how many turns is it going to take you to get that scout? It's going to be 10 turns. I'm almost certain.
That's right. 9 turns. There you go.
Now it's going to be less than 9 turns because you're going to grow. But if you go 6-6, that's going to be 15 turns.
15 turns. Absolutely.
And you're not growing into any production.
Yep, that's right. Can you talk to the district construction order as Mali? Because what you said you can grow this city relatively quickly to 5, right? Which or 4. Let's call it 4 for 2 districts.
Yeah. Oh, super easy. So with this city settle, 100%, you're putting your commercial hub right across the water, southeast.
Right here.
Yep. 100%. That's where a commercial hub is going.
And why do you decide so quickly that it needs to go right here? Is it because what? Are we going to use this tile for something else?
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to put your commercial hub right there. You're going to put your holy site on the desert hill southeast of your commercial hub.
Okay.
Now,
and it looks like this tile here is desert, right? Like you're going to assume.
I'm assuming. Now, next to your one commercial hub, you're putting another commercial hub there because
here?
4 tiles
or here?
Right there. You're putting another commercial hub there because 4 tiles to your east, you're putting a city. I don't care if it has fresh water. I don't care if there's nothing over there. You're putting another city right there because then your government plaza is going to be in your capital and it's going to be right above those 2. Yep, right there. And then your holy site for your second city is going to be right to the right of your government plaza. And then next city is going to be...
So this is a plus. So we're going to have a +8, right? +7.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
And then
No. Consider, let's just like remind, right? With the desert folklore and work ethic, I assume.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about 16, 14 holy sites here, production and faith.
Correct. Your next city, you're going to do a commercial hub to the northeast of your government plaza because all these tiles to your east in your capital don't matter. Like, don't matter at all. Now, I know Mali has the international trade routes provide gold. Like, if you look at their ability, Shale City provides gold for international trade routes. Guess what? You're not doing international trade routes. Like it does not matter.
Why aren't we doing international trade routes? Is it because the cities that we're going to settle here
because
we have no production and no shops? By the way, this is actually coast. I mean, if you settle, let's say you settle a city, I don't know, somewhere here,
because it looks like you'd have to adjust.
How do you build 2 districts? How do you grow in the desert?
That's why international trade routes don't matter.
So you're going to use domestic trade routes.
International trade routes are such a loss. You need the growth and production from from domestic trade more than you're going to get from an international trade route.
Let's say you got, first of all, what district is going in first? I assume
holy site.
It's a holy site. And then the second district would be the
commercial hub.
The commercial hub. Okay, so you get your first, and then you have to get buy a market, right, to get that trade route. Okay, so you got one trade route,
and you get the one trade route for international trade. My first trade route is in the second city because that first city standalone is amazing. That city needs no help at all.
Okay, like so you have one trade route going out of your second city to your capital.
Correct.
Okay. The capital has 2 districts, which are food districts, as far as I know, right?
Yep. So you're already a 3-1. You're a 3-1. So that next city will grow, but it has 1 more production.
So that production is so low. Let me ask you this, Sagar. Like,
correct.
You settled that second city, so you grow in it, and it's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
In sense of population, but production is not even near to build your other holy site or your other commercial.
Correct.
How do you build those in the desert?
Slowly, very slowly.
So you want to get to the trade routes as soon as possible, right?
Correct.
Or in this case, are we working towards religion as soon as possible so we can grab work ethic. Usually you would put Government Plaza as your second district?
Usually you have to put Government Plaza as your second district because you're not going to reach the population cutoff in time to keep building districts. Um, but because if you open up the civics tree, I go foreign trade into early empire 99% of the time. Just
So explain,
be,
explain that
because
route. I mean, that's probably one of the. I mean, you have to. If you go this route, how do you get to Government Plaza?
well, exactly. But and that's what I mean. Like, with this start,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be able to have my third district population because I'm going foreign trade, early empire, craftsmanship, state workforce. Now, normally, because your population isn't growing as fast, you're not going to have 7 population. So you're sitting with an available district slot, but you have to save it for state workforce because you want government plaza.
Do you think we can grow this city to 7 relatively easy?
With that wheat chop to the north, yes.
Can you tell me like how do you calculate population growth from this? Like what do you see by looking at this map that will allow this city to grow to 7 pop?
You have every tile you're gonna work has 2 food on it. So
Hmm.
every tile you're gonna work has enough food to support its own population.
Okay.
After that, you have a base 3 food tile, which is why it's growing for 3 already.
Okay.
So your first 2 population is going to fire off really, really quick.
Right. So we're gonna
Um,
have +2, and after
yep,
that,
you have 6 housing, so you don't have to worry about your population ever slowing down. By the time you get to 4 population, is when it's going to start to slow down. But you're still going to get to 5 pretty easy. Now you have a sheep tile that is completely worthless. That tile is 100% worthless. So that's chopped right
chop
away
it.
for a
Okay.
population. That'll get you to 6 or 7 instantly. Now,
Does every food chop, like the sheep, increases population by 1 automatically, or
for the most part, yes. There is a point where that's no, but early game, if you have Magnus and you have 100% growth rate. Well, let me rephrase that. If you have 100% growth rate because of housing, you're fine. If you have Magnus and reduced growth rate, you're fine. If you have any combination of those working against you, it's probably not going to give you a full population.
so you're saying that once we chop sheep and wheat,
Yep.
we can get to 7 pop, which means we can
I'm
have all
saying
of.
I'm saying that I think if you pop a granary in this city, which wouldn't be that hard because if you get that holy site, you're gonna get work ethic pretty early, and then you're gonna have no problem doing anything.
So in your opinion, the strategy should revolve once you have Mali, right? And you
Yep.
have this type of desert. Your number one priority is getting desert folklore, right?
Yeah.
As a
It's
pantheon.
desert
Your
folklore,
number
it's
two
work ethic.
priority is getting that work ethic.
But you could do, let's say, go astrology, mining, get yourself a builder, and chop out holy site prayers. Like you got 3 production chops. You could chop out 2.5 holy site prayers with your first builder.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you want to sacrifice chops in favor of getting to the pantheon or to the religion as fast as
Yeah,
possible, right?
exactly. I mean, like this
We're
is
just
gonna
gonna keep going. We're just gonna
Yeah,
keep going with
exactly.
these things,
It's
right?
gonna just be an absolute like, and that's what I mean. Like you're just building cities, and that's the beauty of Mali is all those desert tiles are worthless. They are worthless tiles, but you are getting a bonus.
Unless you
Yeah,
build Petra,
but I'm not
the
going to
most
build Petra.
popular wonder in the community.
Yeah, I'm not going to build Petra. Even if I find Nazcal, I'm
That
not
is
building Petra.
ridiculous. You know what? Yeah, I have to say one thing.
Yeah,
In your games,
yeah.
especially when you have desert, I would love you to actually put some effort in building Petra and getting some yields.
I have built Petra in most of my games, and it's usually like a 2 or 3 tile desert.
So you're basically doing what AI does.
Yes, because I don't like Petra's a great wonder. Let me explain. If general play, Petra is great. I'm not building in the capital. I would more than likely build Petra to the west there on the other side of that lake if the
Uh-huh.
desert keeps going.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, along this river, it seems like there are a lot of
yeah,
hills there, like that
yeah.
could be
Like
worked.
it looks like that's turning into grassland,
Hmm.
but early game, I'm not saving that desert for Petra. Because
No,
what am I gonna
no.
do? Am I gonna? I'm not for until I unlock mathematics. I'm not doing anything because look at those numbers. You got a 7, a 8, or a 7, a 9, a 8,
Yeah, no,
holy
this
site.
is ridiculous, and this is one of those like this is one of the most exciting parts of the game, right? Is
Yeah,
planning your districts and looking this crazy adjacency.
yeah,
Um, and people always get excited about Germany and Hanses, but look at this. This is so
yeah.
much better.
But this is what I'm talking about. Like right here, Petra doesn't pay off when you can build Petra. Like if it was earlier, if it was unlocked with masonry, maybe. But I have to wait so long to get to mathematics that I'm not never going to ignore this. This is like these districts are far stronger than Petra's going to be. Like
Hmm.
look like you're in classical era already.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it's too far.
That's why I said on the other side of that lake, if that desert keeps going, yeah, because I'm gonna put as many trash cities on the east coast here as I can because that's the logical growth. Now, like you pointed
Well,
out,
they're
there's
trash cities, but they're going to provide some crazy
yeah,
adjacency to
the
Hanses and
tiles are
Salubas.
absolutely worthless. Like
Hmm.
they will provide nothing beyond the district yields. So like the city itself is trash, but it's going to have more production and more gold output than most people's like meticulously designed city. But
Yeah,
like look at those numbers. Like look at like so
yeah.
yeah, like this is an amazing Petra capital. Or you can slam 7 cities as tight as possible and put up these kind of numbers.
The work ethic with adjacency pantheon always makes the game so much easier, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Eh,
feel like I already won from turn one.
But what I would say is even without work ethic, let's say you go use faith to buy science and theater square buildings.
Oh, that's
Even with
Jesuit education, right?
yeah, even without work ethic, I still settle like this. I still rush these cities because I'm going to be going into classical era with 200, 300 faith per turn. If you get desert folklore and just go, you know what, I'm not going to do work ethic, I'm going to do something else. This I still settle exactly like this because you're going monumentality 3 eras. You're going to have so many settlers. And those settlers cost you 20% less because you're building a market in each city. Mali's unique district lowers cost on all purchases in the city.
It's with gold and faith. Oh my god.
Exactly. So they're like, even without work ethic, this is like the perfect scenario where I don't even need work ethic for this to be like, this is a 10 out of 10 start if work ethic is banned.
You know what?
Because,
This could be such an interesting challenge where you don't take a work ethic belief,
I wouldn't need to.
and I do,
Oh,
and we see who gets there faster. Well, not
you want? Like,
faster.
I would love to do that. I would like, I feel that my, if we get to start like this,
See,
we guess,
that's what I need. Sagar, that's what I need when if we're actually competing against each other. I need the handicap, like in golf. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So this would be
I have no
one.
problem doing
Wait,
that.
but I need at least 3 handicaps, meaning that work ethic would be one in this type of
Okay,
game. Then
work ethic.
like
I think,
no pillaging on your side of any kind.
whoa, 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 whoa. Is it a culture game or a science game?
What do I have a chance in? Maybe I
Like,
have
because
I have a better chance at science, I think.
Okay, well, if it's a science game and there's no pillaging and no work ethic, and you don't beat me, that's huge. I will go so far
No,
as to
there's a
say
third thing. There's
no,
a
but
third thing I
here's
need
what
to
I'm gonna say.
stipulate.
I already got your handicap, and it's only 2 things. No work ethic, I play pacifist.
Well, but that's part of your strategy to begin with, playing
In
pacifist and making
science
friends.
games in science games, I've been putting up way better numbers with war.
Yeah, I noticed that. I just thought of another handicap. You can't
Oh, what's up?
settle cities here. Well, you can't settle your capital here. You have to actually
Oh,
move
whoa,
to.
whoa, 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 bullshit. No. No. What, I gave you
Dude,
pacifism and work ethic.
you're still gonna win. So come on, I have to tell you where you can settle your capital.
No. Yeah, well, okay, where are you going to tell me to settle?
I don't know. This
Where's my
grasslands
capital?
right here is fine.
Yeah, so if I don't get desert folklore, you're definitely going to win.
You might, be able to work your way to this tile and get your faith plus 1.
You don't get the faith from the desert tile. You get it from being adjacent to it, though.
No, I'm saying if you can work these dice,
Oh, god damn it! It's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, you could. It's a 50-50 chance.
It's a 0% chance. There's
Well,
no
why
way.
is that?
Because it's picked by the AI so high. Even if the AI does not have desert, it's still if the AI does not have a direct choice, it will pick desert folklore or tundra before anything else.
Yeah, but there are certain maps though. Like in this case, there's so much desert that it might be such a case where other civs just don't have much desert, and then desert folklore.
It still gets picked. An AI civilization will pick it with no desert.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I definitely want you to have desert folklore. I think that would kill the whole fun of the game. That would be
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
All right, fine. You can settle a city center right here and have
on the chop.
on the chop and have one. But also dies. So you have +2 faith going pretty much. Or you can settle on this grassland hill, you lose a turn, and then get +3 faith.
Okay, but
that's a
oh my god.
Point. What? And you're not killing any chops either. This is actually a stronger start. This is actually a start that can compete with this start, technically.
Oh, bullshit.